Okay, so let's continue our discussion about moment area method or computing of deflection by moment area method. So I have here an example of a beam. So kani siya mo po itong dissolve last time sa double integration method. So we have already an answer to this. Okay, so we have a simple supported beam. So ako siya i-indicate na at this point, point A, this point is point B, this point is point C. Okay, so natin distributed load na 600 Newton meter, 600 Newton per meter. So first thing mo on is to compute for the reaction. So by the way, gi-compute na ako ang reaction, and the reactions are at point A, we have 1050 Newton as the reaction. At point C, we have 750 Newton as the reactions. Now, let's try to draw the deflection diagram of this beam. So basically, ani yung deflection, no? So this red one here, kana siya, that is the deflection. Okay? This one. Now, so ang atong goal there is to compute the deflection at the midspan. Our midspan is, since the total span is 6 meters, tama ba? So our midspan is at 3 meters from point A or from point C. Now this one, 0.3 meters. Now, so we have to compute the YB. Or again, what is this one? That is the deflection at the midspan. So how are you going to compute for the deflection? Now, first, kailangan nimo makit-an or kailangan nimo makompute C, kisa ni siya, kailangan makompute C, division at division of C, no, relative to tangent line A. Okay, so asa tong tangent line A di atong tangent line A dari is kani, tama, sorry, our tangent line A here is kani. So our tangent line here is this one, tama? This tangent line from point, from point A. Now this one, the tangent line from point A. So that is just the division of C relative to point A. Now, if na nato magkuha na ta ani, makuha na nato ang height, this height here. So makuha na to ni siya, kani siya nga height. And this height is just equivalent to triangle, diba? So makuha na to ni ng height, kani nga height, this height, which is just equivalent to, so our goal here is to compute for YB, tama? So YB, it is just the division at B minus the division of C relative to A. So on pagkuha kang division kang B, si division na B is this height, kani siya ang total height ani. Okay, which is our division of B here, it is just equal to the division of C relative to A. Tama ba? No? Sorry, the division, it is just the theta A times 3, tama? Ano ang pagkuha ni na height? So our height here is kaning height. This is the division of B. However, si theta A, ang saan pa ko kan theta A? Theta A, it is just the division of C relative to A over pila siya nga distance padulong dito kani. This is 3, 4, 5, that is 6 meters. Okay? Over 6. So naanata na. So that's how you're going to compute for the deflection at B. So karon ato ang goal is to compute for a division of C relative to A, no, and then the theta A compute nato ni siya, and as well as we compute for the division at B. So mo na to ang goal. Now, how are we going to compute those value? So again, we use moment area method, or we use moment by parts. Again, sa moment by parts, kailangan ka mag-create o cantilever. Again, pwede bisag asa nga point sa atuang beam, but akong gipili nga point na atong himog cantilever is sa midspan na lang diretso. Okay, so this one. So mao ni ato ang cantilever beam at this point here. So at the midspan, which is 3 meters. So pag nakahimo na og cantilever beam, so mag-moment by parts nako. Again, unsaon ang moment by parts? Kwaon nato ang moment diagram I mean, for every load or reaction. Now, so first we have 1050, this one here. So how are you going to compute for that? Moment diagram. It is just 1050, no? Just 1050 times 3, then times the moment arm, we have 1.5, and that equals to 3,150, I guess, tama? 1,050, sorry, mali. It is just 1,050 times 3, kaya di man siya uniform load, so wala na kakinahanglan mo. It is just moment arm man siya. So this one. Then we have for the 600 Newton per meter uniform load. So again, second degree di ba yung moment diagram? So this one here, kani iyahang diagram, kani. So in that case, what is its moment diagram? We have 600 times 2 times 1. Tama ba? The moment arm. Now, how about the uniform load at the other side of the cantilever? So, na at the uniform load, which is this one, the 600 Newton meter, no, from the other half sa itong uniform load. So, to compute that, it is just, since 1 meter naman lang ang nabilin, tama, 1 meter na lang ang nabilin, no, ang 2 meter nga side, nakuha na, so 1 meter na lang. So, 1 meter, to compute this one, this negative 300, it is just 600 times 1 times the moment arm of 0.5. We have negative 300. Okay? Then, we have R27, pababa siya. Why is it pababa? Since pa-downward ang load. So, mura lagyapon mo og nag-separate ninyo siya og moment diagram ang each load. Okay, like for example. Okay, so cantilever ni siya. So, this is 1,050. Ang isa, ang load, this is one is 600 Newton meter. Sa pila ni siya? 2 meters. So, mao ni ang iyahang diagram. Yung diagram man is what? Peng-ani, no? Peng-ani. Okay? How about the other side of the cantilever beam? Natay load nga 600 Newton meter. So, iyang moment diagram is pa downward. Peng-ani. Di ba? Which is negative 300 na siya. Okay? So, ano lang? No, moment by parts. Then, napatay 750. This one, the 750 here. So, 750, it is just, kani siya, no? 750 times the moment arm 3, which is equivalent to 2,250. Okay, ano lang? So, that's how you're going to compute, no, for the, or to draw the moment diagram by parts. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so karon we have to compute for, since kailangan mo na to si division of C from relative to A, tama? So we have the division of C relative to A. It is equal to the moment area from A to C times the centroid distance from or relative to C. Okay, so ano lang pag-compute? So we have TC over A is equal to what is the area? Now, asa man dapit ang atong point C? Ang atong point C kay naa diri dapit na part, tama ba? Okay? delete sa nato ning mga kuan. Okay. So in that case, ato ang moment from C to A. Okay, from A to C. Okay, so compute for the area. Area tanan. So we have first kani siya nga triangle, sige, that is 1/2 times 3,150 times 3, tama ba? Times the centroid from C. Okay, so that is the centroid from C. We have what? Times 3 plus, tama, 3 plus 1/3 of 3, tama? So from this kani nga distance, no, kani siya nga distance to point C. Okay, that's the distance. Kani siya nga distance, kani panundiri. Okay, tama, that is 3 plus 1/3 of 3. Next, sa pa may area? Area plus 1/2 of 2,250 times, we have 3, tawa, times from point C, that is our centroid. Now, kani siya nga centroid. So we have 2/3 of 3, tama, minus negative area, kay since this kanina man mga area na bilhin nato, no, these are all negative areas. Okay, so negative areas, that is equal to what? So sa area ni, how are you going to compute the area? So the area, it is just 1/3 times 1,200 times 2, then the location of the centroid of that area from point C, that is just 3 plus 1/4, tama, 1/4. Okay, ato siyang i-separate itong drawing. Again, from this to this, that is 1/4 of the base, tama ba? Okay, that is 1/4 times the base. So times 3 plus 1/4 of 2 minus 1/3 of 300 times 1 times the centroid, that is 2 plus 1, di na siya 1/4, diba? 3/4 na siya, 3/4 of 1. So kani siya the centroid, the centroid of this is 3/4 gikan dere. While kani siya plus kani, pila ni siya? 2. That is 2 plus 3/4 of 1. Okay? So therefore, the answer is equal to what? Calculate. The answer should be 2,575. Okay, what's the unit? The unit is what? Since the unit aning area is Newton meter times meter, tama ba? times the centroid meter, so that is Newton cubic meter. Take note, napa na siya flexural rigidity at that point, EI, flexural rigidity EI. Okay, so we have computed now TCA. So next, our goal here is to compute for theta. So makompute doon sa theta, di ba? So theta A is equal to TCA, or division of C relative to A, divided by 12. Divided by 6, sorry. It should be divided by 6, and that is equal to 575 divided by 6 is equal to what? That is 3762.5. Okay, so what's the unit? Newton meter squared. Okay, take note, napa na siya flexural rigidity EI. Okay, so after that, we compute for division of B relative to A. Okay, asan division of B relative to A? That is kanina height. No? So this height. So to compute that, it is just the moment area from A to B, then centroid relative to B na po siya. Okay, so area lang from A to B. So asa dapat itong area from A to B there is from this point to up to this lang. So kanilang na area ang ato ang magamit. Okay, so we have area. What is the area now? That is 1/2 times what? 3150 times 3, tama ba? Times the centroid. Again, a centroid nato there is from B na siya automatic. From B. So from B, that is 1/3 of 3. Sunod, minus negative area. Again, this parabolic siya, this one. That is equal to what? 1/3 siya gihapon times 1,200 times the base 2 times the centroid from point B, that is 1/4 or 3/4, sorry, that is 3/4, no? That is that is 1/4 times the base 2. Okay, the base 2. Okay, 2 ang ato ang distance aning duha 2. Okay, so we have the division of B relative to A is just equal to what? Calculate. Okay, the answer should be 4,325. Again, Newton meter cubed. So we have division of B relative to A, then we have flexural rigidity EI. Okay, so do we have already computed all the required variables para makuha na to ang deflection at the midspan? I guess nakuha na nato tanan. So we have YB is equal to what? Again, YB, that is the, so pag drawing na to ang triangle, if we draw the triangle here, so kani siya nga height, again, that is the division at B. So kani siya nga height, it is the YB. Kani siya nga height there is the division of B relative to A. That is just YB is equal to division at B minus the division at B relative to A. Again, division of B, how are you going to compute for division of B? That is the angle of A times the midspan length, which is 3 meters. Tama? Okay, since theta A here, nalaman tayo si theta A, and this length here is 3 meters. That is theta A times 3 minus division of B relative to A. That is, no? Okay, later na lang. Okay, so we have theta A is equal to what? 3762.5 times 3 minus BA pila 4325. Tama? This one, kani siya nga value. Okay, so we have YB is equal to is equal to 6962.5 Newton, of course, Newton cubic meter over EI. So this should be the answer. Diba? If you compare, tama ba? Resolve naman nato ni last time and it should have the same answer sa double integration method. Okay, so if you have questions, I would suggest na you take a screenshot or you take a picture then i-post sa atong Facebook no, para dito ko mag-reply. Okay, screenshot lang kung asa mo dapat taglibog, paki-take note lang po. Okay, so let's now proceed to our second example. Okay, in the next video na lang.